Hey, what's up everybody? It's Joe with J Blake Photo. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the tripod that I've been using for the last week or so. This is the K&F Concepts carbon fiber 60-inch tripod. I'll put a link down below. They sent me this after seeing one of my other tripod reviews and thought that it'd be a good idea for me to test it out. Little did they know, I was actually gonna be heading out to Maui this week. So I've spent the entire week with this tripod here on the island of Maui, and I've been putting it through its paces. So in this review, I'm gonna be talking about 3 different segments. Number 1, I'm gonna talk about the weight versus stability, as well as value to performance or value to cost ratio, and then overall features and ease of use. So first things first, I was not paid, though they did send me this product at no cost to review, and I have been using it again here while I've been on Maui. So first things first, let's talk about the 60-inch tripod, and I'm gonna be comparing this mostly against my other carbon fiber tripod, which is the Saru tripod, which I'll also link down below. It is a 45-inch tripod. Now this tripod weighs in at about 2.2 pounds, whereas my Saru weighs in just under 2 pounds. So this is just slightly heavier. But for the weight, being 2.2 pounds, here honestly is what you get. Considerably more reliability from the standpoint of being able to support your camera. So this is actually rated for over 17 pounds, whereas my other camera is actually only rated to about 8 pounds, so more than double the weight. Not sure I would actually put 17 pounds on this tripod. My heaviest setup is the R6 with the 70-200 lens on it, and on that one I do have the Arca Swiss mount plate on the bottom of the lens. I was actually shooting with the 70-200 on this tripod earlier today, very windy conditions, and had no problems whatsoever. So as far as the weight versus strength, weight versus stability, it is extremely stable for a tripod of its weight. I mean, this thing, again, lightweight, easy to carry, easy to move. And for the size, it's about 2 inches larger than my other tripod, coming in at about 13 inches versus my other tripod that comes in at about 10.5 inches, but it easily fits into the pocket of my backpack. I'll also just say that, you know, as far as the reliability and the stability is concerned, compared to my other carbon fiber tripod, just nicer, right? It just feels better. My other carbon tripod, I feel like when you pick it up, the legs just have a tendency to kind of wilt, so moving it around can actually be kind of complicated. Whereas this one actually just, you pick it up and it feels really sturdy, really steady in the hands. The locks are actually operated by these kind of push out, pull in switches that seem pretty nice. I mean, I've seen a couple of different ways for this to be done. They do not auto pop in when you drop them down, so that would be nice. But as far as stability and sturdiness, it is great. Moving on to the kind of cost and value. This is normally $199 US dollars, compared to other carbon fiber tripods that I've seen at that price range, which is, to be honest, kind of the budget value side of the price range for a carbon fiber tripod that's this small and this lightweight, where they really kind of do their best to keep them as small and compact as possible. This one does a phenomenal job at keeping the cost low at $199. I actually just looked on their website. It's on sale for like 40% off, so it's under $150 right now, which is actually a pretty good price. I would say that at $199, which is $20 less than the carbon fiber tripod that I have, the Saru, this is a great value for the dollar. This is an awesome value for the money. And I bought that tripod 2 years ago, and prices have started to rise on a lot of equipment like this. So I'm actually kind of glad to see that this one is actually less expensive. And so value for the money, this is great. Even though, like I said, it's in that budget category. For other carbon tripods that I've seen that are under 15 or 16 inches that weigh around 2 to 2.5 pounds, for $199, this is a good price. And if you can get it on sale for under $199 for that $150-ish price that it is now, that's a great deal. Now taking a look at just the overall quality and features and kind of ease of use of this tripod. So I want to bring a couple of things to your attention. Number one, and I don't think this is any fault of the manufacturer, I just want to show you this, that I've been using this for about a week, and I don't know how well you can see that, but the head has started to become loose. Now, There's a hex head here. I could just tighten this up. I just don't happen to have one with me. But once I get home, I'll tighten that right up and it won't be a problem at all. Next is the locking mechanisms on it. So this uses a spiral lock or a turn lock, where you just loosen this and then out comes this part of the tripod. This is fine. A lot of tripods use this. It works perfectly well. I will say that I wish that manufacturers of tripods would move to a clamp design. I don't understand how that would be more expensive, but it seems that it is, because tripods like the Peak design that use the clamp design are far more expensive. That one is $600. It's 3 times the price here. The problem here is that when you loosen it and then extend it out, if you don't tighten it all the way and then you go to put it on the ground, you'll end up with the leg just kind of like slowly but surely wilting on you, which I've had happen a couple of times. And you might just say, well, why don't you just make sure you tighten them all? When you're against the clock, sometimes you just don't have time to react, and also make sure that all of your tripod legs are tight. So that is one thing that I would want to be done differently on this particular tripod, as well as maybe changing this mechanism to make it a little more sturdy. However, I will say that the center column, which my other tripod does as well, but this just feels so much more sturdy. My other one seems to buckle quite a bit more in this portion of it. And again, for the cost for $200, this is great. The other thing that I really like about the center column is that it goes down. This is not a feature that you always see in tripods like this, but as you can see, the center column actually goes down inside the body, which means that you can get this super low to the ground, which I really like. So if you have this snapped like this, right, you can actually get this quite low, low to the ground. Not as low as the Peak design, but again, I really like that center column. And while we're talking about the center column, it has a hook to hang a weight or your bag or something to keep this tripod steady. The Saru does not have that. It just has a loop, and the loop is very small, and I have not found anything that goes through it. Not even the smallest carabiner that I have. So I really like this. It works really well. But overall, being this size, being this design, this makes it much easier to travel with, much simpler. So again, for $200, this KF Concept tripod, carbon fiber, 2.2 pounds, about 13 inches to pack. You can supposedly put up to 17 pounds on it. I wouldn't, but I haven't tested it that heavy. I did put a full-size, full-frame mirrorless camera body, a big one, the R6, with a big lens, the 70-200 f2.8 with the EF adapter. I put those both on the tripod in 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it was rock steady. I didn't have any issues with that. I was actually kind of surprised. I was watching nervously, hoping that it wasn't going to fall down, and it actually did really well. So the weight to rigidity ratio is very good. At 2.2 pounds, this is definitely not going to break your budget on the weight side of things. And at $200, it's not going to break your budget for being an ultralight tripod. At the same time, if you are looking for something that packs down small and is light, this is good. It's got basic features. It's got a standard Arca Swiss plate, which I appreciate. And it's got this little clip at the bottom for hanging stuff, which is actually a nice addition. And just overall, it feels really strong. Anyway, K&F carbon fiber, 2.2 pound tripod, 60 inches. It's not perfect, but for $200, and if you get it on sale right now for, I think it's like 150, it's a great little tripod. I like it a lot. Thanks for watching. If you like reviews on gear and travel stuff and all the fun things like that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit the like button. I've taken a lot of stills with this in the last week, and I've been posting them, or will be soon, on my Instagram at jblake.photo. And check out some of my other videos where I've been picking this spot right behind me in the one spot challenge to try to see how much I can shoot in one place. I actually just shot the sunset while I was doing this video. So hopefully that'll be a nice shot. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.